The Biden administration announced more than $7 billion in federal funds to help rural areas as far as bringing clean energy to rural communities across the country. That includes rural areas of Arizona. For more on the program, we welcome Sandy Barr, director of the Sierra Club Grand Canyon chapter. Sandy, good to see you here. The Empowering Rural America Act. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, well, this is very exciting, and thanks for inviting me to talk about it. So the Empowering Rural America, or the New Era program, is focused on providing funding to rural electric cooperatives for clean energy, things like solar, battery storage, wind, to help them move to clean energy and reduce their air pollution and carbon emissions. And so, yeah, it's really exciting to see this investment.
How much does Arizona get, and where will those resources be used?
Well, EPCO, the Arizona Energy Power Cooperative, got funding for 730 megawatts. It's about 485 million, I believe. For 730 megawatts of solar, just over 2,900 megawatt hours of battery storage, and 70 megawatts of wind. And then they are also doing things with energy efficiency for their customers and some agrivoltaics as well, which is combining solar with agriculture.
So solar, battery storage, wind power, these sorts of things. You mentioned a lot of megawatts here and megawatts there. Sounds like a lot. Is it a lot?
It's a lot. It's a lot. And what we're hoping, they haven't announced it, but what we're hoping is it will mean that they will close the Apache generating station coal plant. That coal plant is one of the last coal plants in Arizona that with a retirement date. It does not have a retirement date, and so it and Salt River Project's Springerville 4 don't have retirement dates. So we're hoping that will be part of it. And they say it's going to reduce their emissions by about 1 million tons per year. So that's a significant amount.
I'm also seeing creating maybe an estimated 630 short-term and long-term jobs.
Yes.
True?
Most of those are during the construction phase, but 30 will be long-term jobs. There's also a program associated with it, an apprentice program for the International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, and so there are some union jobs associated with it. So it's really a great program, and it's really the biggest investment in our rural co-ops since Franklin Roosevelt was president, so since the 1930s.
Wow.
So it's a big deal.
It's a big deal, and I know that leveraging private investments, that's also in there. You can get some more funding out of that. What is the timetable for all this?
Well, they are a finalist. I mean, it will take a bit to, get the money out and get things constructed, but it's happening. This is part of the Inflation Reduction Act funding that was passed 2 years ago. And so we're seeing it benefit all over Arizona, and this is one of the bigger investments in rural Arizona. We've also seen some really good ones for the Navajo Nation regarding solar, and also for Hopi.
And I think that's my last question here. Rural areas, obviously, reservations big, but what other rural areas are focused?
Well, down in southeastern Arizona. So EPCO has a lot of individual electric cooperatives that are part of it. For example, Mojave Electric Cooperative is part of EPCO. They're in Mojave County in eastern Arizona. And this is, the Apache generating station is down in Pierce, Arizona, which is southeast of Tucson. And right now they have some solar there, about 20 megawatts, I think. And they have gas, and they have this old coal unit that we want to see go. But this is big. This solar investment, they can really be leaders on clean energy.
All right. Well, it sounds big. And Sandy Barr, thanks for explaining it to us. Good to have you here. Good to see you.
Great to see you as well.